Let's toss a grenade. I have a couple left. I guess I should be using them. No, these back guys are cool. Because I like the idea that... you know, like, Curion's designing them in a certain way. That's why, like, some of them will have, like, metal parts on them and stuff, and I think that's cool. Or, like, the bosses, for example, are obviously constructed instead of just generic experiments on humans or whatever. Also, this guy has big tattoos. Why does he have big old tattoos? And they're not even like stretched and smudged, so it's not like he got tattoos at a normal size. Someone tattooed that giant creature. Otherwise the tattoos would be all stretched and faded. Wow, B, that's the best I've done yet. Wow, you don't have anything fucking nice to say at any time. I don't know why they're so surprised at what they're seeing here. Like, there are a shit ton of zombies. Like, a lot. Oh, chapter 5. This must be the last chapter. There's not usually more than 4, right? From what little I've seen of Scarlet Dawn, I think that's also going to be a many zombies one.
To my dear AMS agents.
Oh, it's Goldman. Yeah, he's from 2.
I knew you were behind this. There's something else we must do. I think I have an idea where to start. Let's go.
Because of how much time between House of the Dead games I've played them, I've barely any way of following the story. I honestly don't know what the overarching plot is. I think I want to look something up online. I want to find out the rich lore behind how this universe is. You know what I would fucking love? A House of the Dead book. I'm not gonna lie, a little guilty pleasure of mine is video game books. I've read quite a few books based on video games, and I don't think a House of the Dead book is something I would kick out of bed. Get out of here, you goofball. There's a dickhead that did that in Virtua Cop too, and it went a lot like that. I wonder if that was a little nod, or just kind of a generic thing that they did by accident. Look at this guy flipping us over, stop that! Look at that fucking M. Bison zombie. Yeah, these ones look like they're gonna be in the way. That guy kinda looks like Wesker from Resident Evil. The way he was zipping around too. I wonder, could that be a reference, or am I overthinking it? I mean, I know the guys that I said resemble the Guile zombies don't have the hair, so not so much anymore. But those ones that zip around look a lot like Wesker. Ow! Please stop. So dang many. It's a good thing can you imagine doing this with a pistol-related gun? That'd be fucking terrible. This game is... Oh, we're on a bridge. I wonder if we're gonna fight something like the House of the Dead 2 boss that takes place on a bridge just like this. I mean, especially with Goldman being the villain. I didn't realize, because I've been, to be honest, during this commentary, I've been paying very little attention. Was that one zombie fucking operating a vehicle? Not very well, if he's just... Still, though, he was conscious enough to operate that vehicle in a straight line. I gotta respect that hustle. I'm a little disappointed that he fell in that hole and exploded. Oh, turn... Yeah, he's fucking trying to run us off the road! That's way too intelligent. Get some preemptive shots, or no? Yeah, just... I'm glad they have really long wind-ups, because there's just so dang many. Yeah, this area is looking familiar, because that bridge that we were on is, like I said, reminded me of that bridge boss on the way to the Goldman building in 2, and I was definitely seeing how that's, we're pretty much just going to the same place. those weird guys I was just killing look a lot like the ones that are introduced when you first enter this building in 2. And look at this fucking dude! Look at this fucking edgelord! Sorry I got so quiet all of a sudden. I'm just appreciating how fucking cool this zombie shouldn't be. Oh, of course some of them are gonna get me. Oh, look at him. He's got fucking purple glowing swords and a fucking red trench coat. Look at this Vincent motherfucker. I don't remember this guy. To be honest, when I mentioned that I had only played this in arcades before. And the only thing I really remembered from the arcades was the chainsaw guy. Because he left such an impression on me. I don't know how I didn't remember this cool fucking dude. Oh, he lost his hood. And his coat's getting more ragged. That's cool. I really dig this guy. Is this the aesthetically coolest House of the Dead boss? These models are fucking ugly as shit. I've been noticing it the whole time, but not mentioning it. And not because this is a PS3 game, because let's be real, the PS3 is very capable. I'm not about to knock on it just because PS4 is very good. PS3 is an amazing console. I would never turn it down, but the models in this game are fucking garbage. Like, I can understand, you know, a lower poly count on the zombies since there's so many. But like these character models, Goldman actually looks okay, it's just the girl's face looks too dead.
Subject to this system, regardless of whether or not they knew it.
Another reason why I'm kind of talking over the story and not paying too close attention.
Is that all you have to say, Goldman?
Oh, who are these guys? 3 years earlier. Is this the events of 2? So many chapters. Oh, look at this beam swords guy. Oh, one thing I always liked in House of the Dead is, you know, you got your zombie games, and they're zombies. You got the fat one that pukes, the boomer. You got your generic zombie types. But I really dig House of the Dead's sci-fi thing that it goes for. Like House of the Dead, it's no secret that I like things that are stupid. I openly admit that, because I think the stupider it is, the more entertaining it is. Like, look at these guys. This is a zombie shooting game, and I'm fighting these fucking cyborg guys. And I fucking love that. I love just how stupid House of the Dead is. I love that I'm fighting cyborgs that are throwing beam swords at me and are phasing through walls and shit. It's just so good. Oh, it didn't take that life. To be real, I could really use a life. Just like this guy could use a new decorator, supposedly. Those short guys that with the throwing things kind of remind me of the weird coat and hat dudes from the first one too. Because they're short and they throw very similar blades. They're not... These are like sci-fi versions of them. So perhaps that's a throwback to that type of enemy. Oh, I'm sure we're gonna make it. James has crippling diarrhea at the worst of times. There's fucking cyborgs with electric beam swords. I love it. House of the Dead never stop being stupid. I've seen very little of Scarlet Dawn, I think when it was first announced, I watched like a brief trailer and I was like, hey, cool tech, tons of zombies climbing all over each other, World War Z style. That's cool, that's new. But I really hope it gets stupid. I mean, it has to. It's an on-rail shooter. They're supposed to be action-packed. They're like first-person shooters, but you're not moving around. You're not finding keys and opening doors. You're just shooting. And that's what I love about on-rail shooters, the pure joy of just killing a lot of stuff.
However, Pandora's box has been opened. There's nothing I can do to stop it. If you were able to make it this far, there is yet still hope.
Also, I think this particular scene is pre-rendered. I don't think I'm looking at gameplay because it has a bit of that little bit of artifacting on it. A little bit of JPEG artifacting.
Looks good.
I wonder if that is the case, if this is an actual video file that I'm looking at. Unknown. This guy's pretty fucking cool though. I don't know if it's coming across in the video because if you're watching this on YouTube or live on Twitch right now, I mean, everything has video artifacting, but like looking at this on my TV screen, I'm pretty sure it has an artifacting that is not present now. It's probably this heart thing, right? Oh, I gotta shake it loose. This guy's cool though. He's kind of generic in shape, aside from the wings, but I'm really digging the wings. The face is kind of cool. It's a bit of an insect face. Ugh. I have one of my favorite design aesthetics for faces is literally lack of a face. What is this? He made an ice axe! That's cool. I was shooting it because I thought I could break it. Is it ice? Is it crystal? What is this guy's... Oh, I guess, yeah, he's got ice bits coming out, but it could be crystal. That takes like nearly a whole clip. Yeah, nah, this guy's pretty cool. A lot of the times when you fight like a final boss, they're very human in shape. I mean, we'll recall the Magician from the first one, human in shape. He had the cool little Joker-like horns, I guess I would describe them. The final boss of the second one was kind of like a crystal humanoid shape that would change forms into previous bosses. The third one was just another crystal dude. This one's very crystallic too, so I kind of like that theme. But the fact that he's very big, I like that more. Oh, it's not over. I was getting comfortable. I like big bosses. Because all the, like, sometimes, you know, the spider boss is big, the sloth in 3 is big. But I mean, this guy, he's big. Oh, that's pretty, and he's just... What's cool about this is, you know, the second one mimicking previous bosses was pretty neat, but he has unique stuff going on here. Like I haven't seen any dragon-like assets in the game so far, so it's just cool. I feel like House of the Dead 4, you know, despite using a lot of the same models over and over again because it's going for the many zombies instead of a few thing. There's a lot of unique assets on display that I have to respect and appreciate. What I don't appreciate is the fact that it said no weakness, and then the weakness is as obvious as fucking possible. Dang, too slow. Although admittedly the final boss's weak points were always kind of obvious. Like Magician was like, oh, the exposed parts. The second guy was, I don't remember. And then the third one was just, you know, the core thing. And this one is also kind of just the core thing. But I mean, the core thing of the third House of the Dead final boss was kind of an obvious part of his design, so it didn't quite stand out. Oh, is this a third phase coming out? Hold on. That is a lot of clips without reloading. Are you cheating?
Pandora's box now or never. This is our last hope.
They're also, I mean, the House of the Dead 3 boss had many phases. It was kind of changing all the time, but it was a randomized thing, whereas... Am I not going to fight that thing? Are we not going to fight it? It has a unique asset, and it was only on screen for a little bit. You're not going to waste that model, are you?
James, what should I do?
You know what we should do? We should fight that unique character model. It's a waste not to. Alright, that is the end of House of the Dead 4. Unsurprisingly, it was very short, as House of the Dead games tend to be. This was also a thing that was present in House of the Dead 1 that I don't think was present in any of the... I could be wrong. It's... Like I said, I've played them so far apart from each other. I distinctly remember 1, you would backtrack. During the credits, it would backtrack through a lot of the previous locations and stuff. But, you know, now that I've played House of the Dead 4 for only the second time, this one is very good.
Ah, yes, there is one thing I forgot. The human race has not been eliminated. Travel north. Hope is such a splendid thing.
Is North where Scarlet Dawn takes place? Oh, the story. Okay, so this one was before House of the Dead 3. I got it all backwards. But thanks for telling me.
Maybe you're just getting warmed up.
Maybe I'm just getting warmed up. Yeah, I did not do great. I got an A at the end though. That was nice. Oh, let's put in my name. Anyways, thanks for watching this playthrough of House of the Dead 4. If you want to Whoa, slow down past me. While I was editing this video, I had reminded myself to look up a timeline, and I realized that part of the timeline included this thing called House of the Dead 4 Special, which I'm now seeing is unlocked, because I think I may have just left the game before I got this notification. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that next.
The year is 2003. Losing contact with her partner James, Kate is left to wander aimlessly.
These guys really don't know when to quit.
Oh, the mouth doesn't even move. Did the mouths ever move?
Coming.
So... Oh, forgot shaking is the name of the game this time. Also, I've changed the blood to brown.
Behind you!
Who said that?
Give it a rest!
If I'm alone, who said that?
Reload.
I want that coin. Oh, it's G.
It's been a while, Kate. Listen, the battle isn't over yet.
I know, G.
Oh, the mouths move now.
As long as there is still hope.
Perhaps that was some inner monologue then.
Come on.
Whatever the case, I did... Oh, they're just clipping through each other. There's so dang many. I did look up a timeline, and it does go 1, 2, 4, Scarlet Dawn, and then 3. 3 is literally the end of the series. And, like, the reason why... left. The reason why we're revisiting the Goldman Building and old stuff like that is simply because it's so much time later that all the damage has been repaired. Like, I noticed that the bridge was in fine condition. So that's what made me think that perhaps...
Try this.
That's what made me think that perhaps it took place beforehand, but no, it was the bridge was just repaired. I'll just spray them while they're on the ground, right up in the crotch. I don't give a fuck. I also, I did turn the difficulty up a notch, because last time I just played it on very easy. Oh, Jesus. One of those. I don't understand what they're up to either. They're zombies. What can we know? Oh, this seems like a good place for a grenade. Yeah. How did you not get hurt? You're under a table. And the grenade was on the floor. You should have taken the most damage.
No time to rest.
Whatever the case, yeah, this is, I've gotten the timeline straight. Figured out 1, 2, 4, Scarlet Dawn, and then 3.
Hang on tight. Hold on to something.
I'll shoot out the window, preemptively for fun.
Don't mess with me when I'm behind the wheel.
Give me that life. Yeah, I turned up the difficulty notch. Oh, it's toss now, there's just so many. Because I'm pretty sure this is only 2 chapters long. I didn't look too much into it, because, you know, I don't like to spoil things for myself. I like to play things fresh. Little to no research. I'm also because I'm lazy. This guy can fucking drive. And the glass is bulletproof. Oh, he's a poor driver, though.
You shouldn't underestimate me.
It's like the States when they get literally any amount of snow. Yeah, so this one's short. Oh, I got hit. I tried so hard. Yeah, I turned up the difficulty, and I gave myself still 9 credits and 9 lives, because I figured if I can't finish the 2 chapters with 9 credits and 9 lives, then I'm a complete retarded idiot.
We better get a move on. Huh?
But I think instead of this being part of the arcade experience, I think this was like a ride or something. I think that's what the idea was. I don't know. You should look into it if you're interested. Don't make me do it. But yeah, I am aware what the bosses are gonna be. It's gonna be Justice and well, I won't spoil it for you if you don't know. Ooh. So yeah, I'm glad that we can get a little bit more House of the Dead 4, because I really was enjoying it. It went by so quickly, and I wanted more. That night, after I played 4, I went straight into Overkill, which is very different. But, you know, I'll talk more about that in the Overkill video, so you're just gonna have to watch that one.
There's persistence, and then there's just plain annoying.
Oh, he gave me the double drop kick. You're not gonna get another one on me though, buddy. That guy reminded me a lot of the, that like security guard boss in the 3rd one. The way he was like, I don't know, just that particular scene in general, and kinda the same weak point-ish. Definitely gave me a vibe of security guard.
What's down this way?
We don't have
None of
much
your
time.
damn business.
We have to stop it.
Which is more or less what I said. Yeah, I shot the vent. Ugh. Still, as of the time of this recording, there's still no news on if Scarlet Dawn is going to be getting a. Oh, and you know what? This area reminds me a lot of the intro of House of the Dead 3. It's practically the same place. I wonder if that's what we're doing right now. Oh no! There we go. No, we just gotta climb. Just give her a boost.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, this is just House of the Dead 3 now. Of course, when I looked up a timeline, there was quite a bit there. You know, like the birth of Kyrian, his son, who plays a role later on, and so on and so forth. There's a lot there. It's a deeper lore than I was expecting. That guy was holding up the door, but the door is still open. Oh no! There's an invisible barrier there. I was trying to shoot through it. get the upper hand. Oh. This place is pretty cool though, very techno-y.
This has moved beyond.
Yeah, this is just an updated House of the Dead 3 zone. Still love this gameplay though, especially after playing Overkill, which was way more subdued and more singular. And yeah, not caring for that one so far. I'm only like 3 levels in as of the time of this recording. Because like I said, I did them both in one night. And then while I was doing the recording for, oops, I thought we were looking at a cutscene. I was talking over it. Oh, look, it's our boy Magician.
EMS friends,
Not you again.
I have been waiting for this moment for some time. Now you shall have a taste of the pain that I have endured.
Kate, you ready to do this?
I'm
You just
ready.
can't get
I
rid of the
promised
Magician.
James that I wouldn't give up. That I'd keep fighting.
Unknown, but it's pretty obvious. Oh, he's fast this time too. There he is. You know, he's fast, but so are my new guns. So you know, it only makes sense that he has an update too. Of course, his weak points are just his exposed bits. He doesn't have just one; he has many. I tend to go for the left leg, upper leg. I find that's just the easiest to shoot for. It's very central. It has the least amount of movement. And it's very close to his crotch, so I have to imagine it's a very sensitive spot for him. So it probably does a little extra damage just being so, you know, crotch close. Crotch close, that's a new one. Oh! Taking the hits! Yeah, these phases are... This is like playing it at the House of the Dead 1 boss on like 5 times speed. He's also much further away, so the target is smaller.
What's he trying to do?
Kate, this is our only chance. We have to take him while he's weak. We've only got one shot at this. Aim fast and true.
I don't think I did it. Yeah, this is the bad end. I was supposed to get a grenade in there?
No.
Who's next?
Oh, I guess there is a trophy for the bad ending. Well, glad I got it. Maybe I'll try that again. Try to get the good ending. Alright, this is attempt number 4. Of course, you'll only see attempt number 1, and whichever one succeeds. Hopefully it's this one.
What's he trying to do?
Okay, let's see if I can get it right. I've watched like 2 YouTube videos. I've read 2 explanations. It's trickier than you think.
We've only got one shot at this. Aim fast and true.
Alright, I made it look easy, but like I said, that was my 4th attempt. It's not. Apparently there's also a true ending, and that is if you succeed in doing that and get like the highest rank, I think.
Let's go.
I'm not getting that one. You can go fuck yourself.
We don't want to keep everyone waiting. The fight's about to begin.
Because I believe you have to do both chapter 1 and 2 to get a rank that high, because you just don't get ranked for the first chapter if you just skip to chapter 2, which I did to save some time. Oh look, the end instead of bad end. Rank 5. Yeah, you have to, I think you have to get like rank 1 or something, or the top or whatever it is. But yeah, so that's it for House of the Dead 4. I guess next you should watch my House of the Dead 3 video if you want to go in order, or you can check out the Overkill, which will be coming out eventually. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you'll tune in for more Saturn stuff, and more shooters, and more everything.